Welcome to the School of Men. We are back with another episode and another interesting guest who has an interesting and inspiring story to share. I have my friend Siddhartha Taya here. Siddharth, welcome to the show and let our listeners know who you are and what do you do, a little bit about your background.
First of all, thank you so much, Adarsh Bhai, for having me here and heartfelt gratitude. And I've been in touch with you for long, and I know your journey, how is it going, how hard
Yeah.
you are working for your community. So first of all, if you are in Adarsh Bhai's community, you are really lucky people, and so don't be consistent, and he will take you to the right place. Just be with him. And so about me. Um, if I tell you my story before these last 5 years, I was an utter failure in my life. No one has any hope with me, like not my parents, not my teachers, always insulted. When people used to talk about their kids' achievements, my parents used to, hang their head in shame that they didn't had anything to speak about me. And then I started actually doing what I really loved. So I went into mountaineering. I started a business which my father handed over to me. I built it from scratch, though I never wanted to be a businessman. Today, it is called Hotel Siddhartha Inn. I built it for 2.5 years, ran it for 4 years, automated it, and already started my second business, which is my passion. And Hotel Siddhartha Inn in Udaipur is right now the best rated three-star hotel in Udaipur. So that was the first time I realized that education and marks doesn't matter when it comes to real success. What you observe and learn from real life is what matters most. Your intent, your core care about any business you are doing. If you have care about your customers, you have new innovations, keep bringing on upgrading and everything, you will definitely succeed. So instead of the world defining the success where everywhere was compared just based on the marks, if you bring lots of good marks, you are a good student, you are a good kid. If you don't get good marks, in a class of 100 only 10 can get very good marks. So there is no pathway for the remaining 90, what they should do, how they can make their nation proud, what they can do to contribute for their country. They are so passionate people, they are so clever people, they have so unique talents, but that's a complete unexplored arena. So at the age of 26, I did my first trek. And then I realized that I was born for mountains. Though I have never told this anywhere, my father recently told me that I was an, premature baby. And I was so weak that when he took me to the class for nursery admission, nursery I am saying, the principal told that he is so weak, he won't be able to cope up with the rest of the class. So I had to repeat nursery twice. Like I have seen people repeating ninth, 10th. I repeated nursery twice in my life. I was so weak. Today, I am a mountaineer. I have raised our national flag on several peaks of India. I am a black belt in karate, joined karate classes at the age of 27, became a black belt at the age of 31. I am an author of inspirational poetry book, The Edge of Floor 17. It's available on Amazon also. And so here I am an entrepreneur where I have automated one of my businesses, which is running really good. So you can achieve any height in your life doing what you love. At any stage, you can start and become anything you want. Don't think the time has gone. So this was what my intro. I'm a coach, I'm an author, I'm inspirational speaker, and this is it. I am here to inspire people to live an extraordinary life.
Yes, wow. Siddharth, I couldn't help but resonate with what you were saying. Um, a little bit of my backstory also is that I was good for nothing. At least till the high school level I was good for nothing. I was not good at studies, I was not good at sports, I was not good at extracurriculars, right? And after that I picked up on studies and I did well. I got landed a good job, I did well in the job, I was earning well and everything. But one thing you said is uh, especially for men this is very important. um, we are being gauged by the metrics provided by the society or the metrics provided by our parents or the metrics which are derived from our parents' expectation or our elders' expectation. And every now and then a lot of men feel that they are good for nothing, only and only because they have not been able to do well in studies, they have not been able to do well in other things what other kids are doing. But like you said, everybody has their hidden potential, and like you said, even without having any business experience, you got into business, you built your hotel, and you also made sure that it becomes the best hotel in your city. Congratulations for that, and that is a proof
Thank
that
you.
um, everybody has that hidden potential. Great story, Siddharth. And let's talk about what you're doing now. You said apart from that, you also did so many other things. You achieved, great. You had great achievements in your mountaineering. You also are a karate black belt. Uh, so let's talk about what you're doing currently, and then we'll talk about how you arrived here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So right now I am being a mindset coach where I help people live a very prosperous life. So what I have seen, and even for me, few years back, what happened was even after having everything, I had relationship issues, I had mindset issues. I had to leave my very good job and shift back to Udaipur because my father was not well. And it was a heartbreaking moment for me. After 26 years of hard work, finally I got into a fellowship where I was supposed to teach unprivileged kids. And that was the soul of my life. That now I will do something for my nation, for the unprivileged kids, for my people, and I will give them a good life. Then there would be a chain reaction. If I can improve life of 50 students, they will further change life of 50 families, 50 more families. And that's how we will grow a beautiful nation. But
Yeah.
after 26 years of work, when I finally found something that I was passionate about, within one day, it was all gone. Within next week, I got a call from my phone that dad is not well. You have to come and take over the construction work. And I had no experience. So I was totally heartbroken. This way, I wasted 1.5 years of my life. I couldn't smile for 1.5 years. It was gone. I was heartbroken. I was like, my dreams are gone. I am like, everything is finished. Now, if I had a mentor, if I had a coach, if I had someone who could have guided me, I would have saved that 1.5 years. Instead of ruining that time, I could have utilized it in my favor. But you need someone who is on some higher hierarchy, who can guide you, who can show you the light. So because of that, I didn't know how to manage my relationships. I was constantly blaming God, my parents. I blamed everyone, my wife, everyone. I thought that because of these people my life is miserable. Only then I realized that it is me, because of my own responsibility, that I am in the situation I am, not because of my parents, my wife, not because of God. And when I took charge of my life, I learned few things, few very beautiful things, few techniques that I came to know only later in my life. I started doing meditation. I, from a very negative person, from a person who was like, if you would have met me, you would have said that this is the saddest person on earth. And right now, you will say this is the happiest man on earth. So, how did this change happen? This was because I learned certain principles, I read lots of books, and then I shifted my mindset. Now, then I realized that I can achieve anything in my life. What I told you, the mountaineering, then all the things happened because I changed my mindset. How this works is, 3 years back, my father told me that we are not supporting you for this mountaineering journey. This is very risky. As I am the only son, they are very concerned. They are like, don't do this. We can't support you. This year, my father told me, if you want to climb Mount Everest, we will. If you need funds, just tell me. Now, like I am the same person, right? He is the same person. How did this shift happen? Because I changed myself internally, and then because of my positive radiations, positive energy, the surroundings started changing. The same family where I had lots of issues with everyone, today we live like a crazy happy family. We share each other pains and happiness. So this all happened just because of mindset shift. And then I realized, be it your health, be it your wealth, be it your happiness, relationships, everything is dependent just on your mindset. And when these improvements happened in my life, I decided that every adult should know this, every kid should know this. And these things are not taught in schools and colleges. I am on a mission that these things should be included in schools and colleges. And if till the time they don't start, I will teach every single person, be it adult or a school going or a college going kid, that how we can live to our utmost potential and live a super happy life. And that's why I'm on a mission and I became a mindset coach.
I kept on nodding and nodding when you were talking about this. Again, I can relate so, it is so surprising that everything you're saying, I could relate to it. That is how my transformation has been, right? At one point of time in 2015, um, I was earning well. I was working in Germany in automobile industry. Automobile
Wow.
For automobile, Germany is like it's the mecca of automobile industry, right?
Right.
I also had a chance to stay there forever if I chose to. I could become a permanent resident and all. But somehow I was not happy from inside. I was chasing something which was you know which did not which was not derived from my heart. I was trying to do something. Oh, okay, I need to have a job. I need to earn money. But I was miserable from inside. Okay, I was
Yeah.
doing great from the outside, from the outside world point of view, but from inside I was dying. And like you said, the only thing which is most important part is you and your mindset. Okay, if you change your mindset, then everything else will change. That is how uh, my transformation happened. I still to this date, even if I'm a fitness coach, I'm helping people to lose fat, build muscle, become better looking version of themselves. But still, even though it is physical, in order to have that kind of transformation, you have to change from inside. If you don't change from inside, that change will never happen, right? So great to know. And it's surprising that everyone who has had a major life transformation, people who have gone through hardships, I hear the same words repeating again and again. So, Siddharth, what do you do? I mean, you said you are a mindset coach. How do you help your students or clients with their mindset? How do you coach them?
Right. So I have formulated certain classes. So what we do is there is a live class happening every single morning, except Sundays, 6 to 7 a.m. So there is no homework. There is no dependency on you. You just have to come and attend the class. So half hour goes into workout. The remaining half hours, we do certain practices like meditation, affirmations, visualization, and then we also do gratitude practice, goal writing. There is a certain way in which all these things are done, and slowly everything will change. Now there is no lack of information out there. If you will type meditation on YouTube, you will get thousands of meditation. Then how the world is still so miserable? Why people are still so unhappy? Because of the lack of consistency, because of the lack of accountability. That's why how I designed is there is a live class where I make them do everything live. So you don't have any homework, you can just do everything live. Be present there, show up every day. Then if you have some personal issues, then I have one-to-one sessions where I know my clients, my students' personal problems, what they are facing. And then accordingly, I give them a customized solution. I give them certain techniques and tools where according to their problem, I give specific ways in which they can get it sorted. Now, what happens? One of my students, she was even after messaging her clients, they were not giving her the money which was due. As soon as I sent her a message that send this message, and as soon as she sends the message, next day she tells me all the money came. So this is because we as individuals we have certain purity in our heart. When we write from that purity, with gratitude, with lots of love and care, even to the person who is not giving us our money, instead of having any resentment, we use certain techniques where we bless them. Right? God bless you. So automatically everything starts coming. So that's what I teach, the gratitude and all these beautiful practices. So there is no lack of knowledge on internet, but you need a coach who can guide you personally, who can be there for you. If my student is not showing up, I text them and tell them why you are not there. Just tell me if there is any problem you are facing. I listen to them, I understand, and then I say that don't worry, I am there for you. Just join back now. If this week you have to take off, join from next week. There was a student who came to me. He was a smoking addict. He was taking depression pills from 6 years. Now I was wondering, like, which kind of pills are these which can't cure a person in 6 years? So I gave him certain affirmations. I told him that do this 10 times a day. He did. Once he went home, he was like, no, no, I want to smoke today. I took his cigarette packet and I told him that, okay. Then I spoke to him in a way in which he understood what I was trying to tell. Since that day, 1 week later, he called me that I have not touched a single cigarette. I have not touched my depression pills. And I am so happy with my life right now. I'm doing awesome. And thanks a lot. And when I hear those words, no, that means so much. That means world to me as a coach, more than money and the satisfaction, the change I am bringing. So even if one life I can impact every single week, every single day, then my this life is worth it.
Yeah. Interesting, Siddharth. So, let the listeners know, how does this work? Like, what is the main principle behind this?
Right. So what happens is, since the time we are growing up, we start accumulating lots of negative beliefs. Be it our
Mhm.
parents, be it our families, society, friends, peer group, colleagues. Now, some things you are not even aware about, but when you will listen from them, you will start accepting it as reality. But that is not
Mhm.
the truth. Like if a cat crosses your road, something bad will happen. Now, how this started? Someone crossed the road, something bad happened. He went home and he told people that this is what happened. Now, when he told 100 people, out of them again to 10 people same thing happened, and they again started spreading it, and slowly it became a thing, everyone knows
Yeah.
it. And
Commonly
but
accepted
this is
belief.
not a truth.
Yeah.
Correct, absolutely, you are right. So it became a truth which is not true, right? So that's how things happen. Even I had lots of negative beliefs. I had a negative belief that rich people are bad because they become rich just by wrong means only. There is no
Mhm.
right way they can become super rich.
Mhm.
They will bribe people, they will accumulate wealth by here and there by giving. So all the wrong means, because I read newspaper every day and there was every day on the front there was some wrong news only. Now, only when I came to the right mentor, he told me that he became multi-millionaire by following the right process. He gives 30% of tax. Then I realized that, wow, there are people who are becoming rich by the right method and they are so happy. They are having such a positive impact in the world. And then I was not able to become rich because of these negative barriers. And when I broke those, now I am on my way to become a millionaire myself. When all the world was worried about their investment, I was having investment in such wonderful places that I was having the most peaceful sleep in my life because I knew I have invested in the right places. So that's how the mindset shift happens. Yeah.
Yeah. You were talking about money, like rich people are bad. You know where this comes from? This comes from our popular media, which are our
Yes.
movies. All along
Correct.
90s, even up to even in 2000s and all, the bad guy in the movie is the rich person.
Yes.
Okay. And the hero of the movie is the poor person, right?
Correct.
So the angry young man image created by Amitabh Bachchan and all, this was all, if you go back to 80s, 90s and 2000s also, movies, all the good guys or the heroes are usually poor, and bad guys are the rich people, and they do all the shady shady acts and all to make money, and
Correct.
they are mean to people, things like that. And that, I think, has created a lot of negative image about people who are rich, and you know that uh, having a desire to earn money is bad. Having money is bad. Rich people are bad.
Yes.
Rich people are only thinking about money, nothing else. They don't have heart. All this stuff, right? This was also big revelation for me.
Correct.
Once I started my own transformation journey, I was very fortunate that there were people on the internet, like people who are millionaires, who have built multiple companies. They were talking about this. what is the real intent behind what they are doing, and how they became rich. And they became rich by helping people, by
Right.
coming up with products and services which help people, which will help improve other people's lives, right? And till that point, I
Right.
had no clue what to do in my life. I felt stuck, and I felt I'm a victim to the system. I have to be in a job, do my job, and earn money. And that one single thing gave me courage to quit my job and become a coach. Otherwise, I would have never had that courage to quit my job and do whatever I'm doing today, right? Only then I realized, okay, money is nothing but exchange of value. When you create value by creating products and services which will help people, which will make people's life better, people are ready to pay for it, right? And I think this is a
Correct.
major thing. A lot of people still don't understand this. Still don't. Even people who are in business don't understand this. A lot of old,
Correct.
old school business people and all, they still think like that. Um, and yeah, I mean, that is the reason a lot of people are stuck where they are. Okay, Siddharth.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about how it happened to you. Like, what resulted in change in your life, uh, and what were the major obstacles which you went through, and um, how it led to these kind of revelations to you.
Absolutely. So what happened, as I told that I was about to reach, and I got selected in Teach for India Fellowship, and it was a 2 years fellowship where I was supposed to teach unprivileged kids. So my life dream broke in a single day. 26 years of work gone in a single day. I had to come back home. Now just imagine, after have worked so hard for all the years and finally having your dream, the offer letter in your hand, you are a young guy with a dream of revolutionizing the world, and everything shatters and you have to restart. So that was the biggest blow in my life, biggest blow. So I came back home, but I didn't give up. As soon as I came back to Udaipur, I started a hiking community here. I started going for cycling with some group. I started running. Though I hated running, I didn't like running. I thought, why people pay for marathons and why do they run? But once I started running, I realized that okay, this is the best form of exercise you can have. So slowly I kept going. I joined martial arts classes, and then slowly the confidence and everything started building up. Now again, what happened was, during the martial arts classes, one day my father told me that we are against your mountaineering. We don't support you. And again, I was so heartbroken that I left I left going to the classes. I thought that what's the use if my parents are only not happy for me. So I was trying to make everyone happy. I was trying to make please my parents. That is the wrong approach of life. You can't make someone happy or sad. It's their own state of mind that they are happy or sad. You
Yes.
can't do anything. You can't ruin your life to make your even your parents happy. Now what will happen is, if you try to make your parents happy and if you compromise, in your heart you will have resentment against them,
Yeah.
and you will think that because of them my life is like that. Even though you might speak, you might not speak, but in your heart you will have lots of grudge against them. So even by doing the things that they want without your heart, you are doing something wrong here. You are not faithful to your parents also. So you have to take a stand for yourself. So that's what I learned. Slowly I started learning each and everything. And so that was the major obstacle. Then I was like a completely mountaineering guy, love to live in mountains. So I was a bit detached from family. I was like that my life is my life, that's it. I don't give a damn about anyone else. As soon as I got married, I felt trapped. I felt like this is lots of mess. I can't live in such environment. Why my wife is like that? Why she is so oriented to family and everything? Only slowly I realized that she brought our family together. All the differences between me and my parents, all the things that were going wrong. So there was a major obstacle between me and my parents, between me and my wife. All these started shifting when I started practicing gratitude. So gratitude is the solution of 90% of your problems. If you start practicing gratitude, your happiness is sorted. 90% of your problems are gone right there, because you are thanking God every single day that thank you for everything you gave me. Even if you have nothing, what's the problem with human beings is, what's the problem with us? We don't want to take responsibility. We want to tell, because my parents didn't give me the right education, they didn't give me right money, they didn't give me right background and environment, that's why my life is like that. But there are n number of examples where people who had nothing, no parents also, sometimes very bad parents also, still they came out of rags to riches story. They are very happy, they are very helpful. So if they can do it, I started reading their journeys. I read lots of autobiographies during that time, and then I slowly learned that these people had far more challenges than my life. Still they came out of it. Still they don't blame life and God. They say that we will, if I have thought out about this, I will do it no matter what. Even if I have to move the earth, even if my parents don't talk to me, even if the world stops talking to me, if I have to do this, I have to do this. So this commitment will change your life. If you will decide I will be the happiest person on earth, so then I went to my wife and I said that I want to be the happiest person on earth. I want our relationship to be the happiest. Now you tell me what we can both do to make this happen. So then we worked away. We wrote a code of honor for both of us, and we took a printout and we read it. And slowly the bonding began. I started understanding her. I started having a more emotional changes, and then I worked on my emotional mastery, and that helped me a lot. When I became, instead of being reactive, I am still a work in progress, I am not God, but from what I was, I am far in a better state right now. I don't react, I now listen more, I understand more. I try to be at her place and see the things, that how much sacrifices she is doing. And then you realize how much sacrifices your parents have done. Since like for 25 years at least, my parents did lots of sacrifices for me, but just they did few wrong things, and I am like blaming them like crazy that these are the worst parents in the world. See, that's not the case. I forgot all the 100 good things they did. So you, once you start practicing gratitude, there is a major shift that happens. And that's the most powerful practice everyone should follow. What you can do is, as soon as you wake up, write 10 things you are grateful to God for. If you are alive, write it. I am alive today. God has given me a new day to rewrite my story. So write 10 things. I am thankful to God. I'm thankful to the food I have. I'm thankful to the clothes. I'm thankful to the internet, to the phone I have in hand. Then before sleeping at night, you can write 5 good things that happened during that day. Even if nothing happened, you can write, today I'm alive, today I got food, thank you God for that. And if you write those things, your within 1 month your life would not be same. And the same things you will start inculcating in your family also, to your kids also. So you are bringing a generation after generation change right from changing yourself.
See, it is human nature that it is by nature. We cannot do much about it. If you're not aware and if you're not consciously trying to improve yourself, that you will only focus on negative things. Whatever is good, it becomes you take it for granted. Whatever you have, right? You take it for granted, and you end up only complaining about negative things. But in fact, if you take a broader perspective, it's nothing much. Like today, internet is not there. Let's say internet connection is choppy. You are complaining about that, right? And there are people who don't even have food to eat for 2 times a day,
Correct.
right? And we mostly complain about what they call as first world problems. There is no internet, we complain.
Yes.
There is
Yes.
no electricity, cut down, we complain. There are so many things, right? And only when we start appreciating whatever is there in our life, which is already there, even being alive um, is to be something we should be grateful about, right? Otherwise, maybe 100 years back, 200 years back, it was not the case. Being alive was also very kind of difficult with all
Correct.
the diseases and stuff like that. And also there were a lot of wars going on. So great, Siddharth. Apart from this, what else can help in a person's mindset? One thing is gratitude and taking responsibility for whatever situation you are. What else could be um, instrumental in changing our mindset?
Absolutely. I will give two things here.
Yeah.
Right now, let me speak few things and you will notice something. So I am the saddest person on earth. I am the saddest person on earth. Life is not good. I am the saddest person on earth. Now, you have seen my reaction, the feelings. Now, I am the happiest person in the universe. I am the happiest person in this universe. I am the happiest person in this universe. See, words have a magic. The whole body, the radiation, the face, the glow, everything changes. Within, by repeating three times in front of you, I have repeated, I am the saddest person on earth. I have repeated, I am the happiest person on earth. Your life will become what you think and speak to yourself, not to the world. Even what you speak to the world matters a lot. So don't speak negative about your family, about your problems to the world. Don't speak negatively about your life or anything, about politics, about something, about the nation. No, you only speak good things, positive things, and what you can do to change those things. If you can't change, don't speak. See, there's no use of blaming, complaining. I called it BCCE method: blaming, complaining, comparing, and expectations. If you are surrounded by even one of these, you will never be happy, because that will keep you gripped, and it's too difficult to get out of this. So if a person is right now in that particular thing, I help them come out of it. I show them the negative pattern that you are doing right now, this thing. Because of that, you are facing this particular problem. So getting out of this, you can easily identify that it is blaming, complaining, comparing, or you are expecting something, and if it's not happening, you are being unhappy. So that's what first thing that I told: affirmation, saying I am the happiest person in this universe. I am the happiest person in this. Repeat it 10 times and see in front of the mirror. Speak it 10 times, you will see the magic right there. Second is meditation. Now, just imagine we are learning meditation. I started learning at the age of 30. At the age of 26, I was the happiest person. I was so happy that I never needed to do anything. But when you become responsible, when you get married, I had to come back and start constructing a hotel. It was too much of responsibility all of a sudden. But then you will need all these tools and techniques. Then I started learning about meditation. I started doing it, and then it my mind became very peaceful. I became peaceful. My thoughts become clear. Now if a kid is doing meditation from the age of 10, just imagine by the age of 25, 30, sure how much more evolved he would be. So that's the things that are not being taught. That's what pains my heart. So that's why I am teaching it. I am not complaining. I am starting the revolution right here, that I will teach as many people as possible. So that these are the two things that you should definitely practice. And if you have something like, if you have a dream life, then visualize about it. Close your eyes and think all of those things happening. Many of these things happened in my life. I wrote my goals daily, that I am an author. I am launching Supersonic Success Academy. And few days later, when I saw that all of the things that I was writing started happening. So you have to write in a positive way. Your feelings, you are energy. So if you are into a positive energy state, you will attract all the positivity in the world. A negative person can never attract abundance. He can't attract all the good things in life. Never. You will never see a sad, a complaining person, good things happening in his or her life. It doesn't happen. You can notice, when I looked back into my life and I analyzed that everything that happened, and then I sat quietly and thought that okay, that was the mistake I made, and that's why this happened. I didn't take a stand for myself, that's why this thing happened. I wasn't doing this thing right. I wasn't mature enough. I wasn't emotionally very strong. That's why I had to suffer through this pain. So if you will look back, you will know everything that happened in your life. We are ourselves responsible. So taking responsibility, doing meditation, this visualization is a very powerful technique. Even if you do 30 seconds, I'm saying just 30 seconds a day. So I teach a certain technique where you can do all these things within 6 minutes. If you are very busy, very, very busy, I will give you just 6 minutes. You just do the 6 minutes things, done. If you can't even do 6 minutes, then God help you. Then no one can help you. But you will have to take certain time out of your life for yourself to improve your life. Reading books is a very good habit. If you don't read, start developing a habit. You can ping me and I will give you a list of very easy read books that you can just read one page a day and it would have a major transformation. You don't have to read 100 books to change your life. Read one book, implement it to the T for 1 year, gone. Your life would be like fantastic. So these all things you should daily do. Write a journal at every night. Think how the day happened, what all things, where I reacted, where I should have dealt differently with this situation. Then you will realize, oh, I should have said that. Why did I say that? And slowly you will evolve. It won't happen in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. It's a slow process, but down the line, 1 year down the line, 2 year, 3 years, you will see that you are far, far ahead of anyone around you. So these are the practices every person should do.
Yeah. Siddharth, I can vouch for it. One thing is about reading books, and I can say the single most uh, or the single most biggest factor in my transformation has been reading books. It's just like you exercise your body, reading books is like exercising your mind. And your mind is your most powerful tool. And like you said, I've read like maybe over 100 books now, maybe 150 books. But you cannot use all that information. There are some books which will really hit you hard, and which will give you some things which you can implement immediately. There are only few books from which I've taken lessons. If I sit and count, I think I can count the lessons I've got from the books, which which I consciously implement. Okay, and it has been life changing for me.
Yes,
And there are so many other things which will happen subconsciously. Like a lot of books, they repeat the same kind of ideas. It comes in a different way. The way the idea is expressed is different. But what most people are saying is almost common sense, and we can, once we are reading, we can always, agree to all the things written in the book. There are some books which challenge us, like whatever is our belief or whatever is our common practice, you get challenged sometimes.
correct.
And this will create a transformation which you will not realize also. One of my online mentors, he says, you don't really need to implement every inch of the book. If you read a book and if you go to bed, it gets internalized in your subconscious, and it will come out somehow, somewhere, whenever you need it. That intelligence or
Correct.
that wisdom is there inside you if you just read books on a regular basis. And every now and then, what I have seen is, when when things are not going good, when I'm feeling very low, or when I'm feeling demotivated, every time I start reading books, sometimes I go out of habit, I am not reading books, but every time I've read a couple of books, I'm back. Okay, and I magically find solutions to problems. Okay, this is one thing I can vouch for. Second thing you said is, um, if you keep complaining about things, if you're negative about things, again, you cannot attract anything good. A lot of times, as a coach, for the last 5 years, I have been complaining about my customers, my clients. Here I'm trying to help this person. This person is not doing it. He's not following his diet. He's not coming to the gym regularly. And I had this kind of mindset for few couple of years in between. And I went into I had to go to therapy for this. I had to come out of it. And every time um, I'm feeling happy and energetic, and I'm not thinking about the results, but just trying to help the clients, just doing my job with full energy. I have seen that the clients get better results. If I am negative, if I am low energy, and if I'm not feeling in form, then I see that the results are also not there in my customers, in my gym
Correct.
customers. So these two things I can definitely vouch for. Uh, Excellent, Siddharth. So Now, let's say if a person is stuck in the rock bottom, he is hopeless, and he is struggling in his life for whatever reason. His relationship may be bad, his finances may be bad, he may be clueless and directionless in his life, whatever is going through his. Um, can you give few steps which can help him to come out and start doing immediately better?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the first thing I will tell them is start working out. Wake up in the morning. Now, for this, you will have to leave this device, just keep it away, self-reflect what went wrong, what went right. If you will go into the future and write a letter to your current self as a successful person, that you are a successful person and you are writing to your current self right now, the state you are in, you will find lots of solutions. You will be able to yourself track all the wrong things that's happening. Now, second is working out will change your body state, the energy state. And once you are in a high energy state, good things will start happening. So first thing is working out. See, this doesn't need anything. You can do home workouts, you have YouTube videos. Second is meditation is also available out there. There are lots of free apps where you can do. Start with 2 minutes meditation. I am saying 2 minutes. Now, slowly move ahead and then go for, after 1 week, go for 5 minutes. What we do is we try to do everything all at once. If I will say my students, from tomorrow, you will do meditation, affirmations, visualization, workout, this, six activities, all six at once. 99 will not be able to do it. They will run away from the class within 1 month, within 1 week. So what I do is I tell them that for the first 1 week, we will just do 5 minutes workout. Then next week we start the 5 minutes workout, we make it 10 minutes workout, and then we add one activity that now along with it, after this, we will do 2 minutes or 3 minutes of affirmations. Third week, I add one more thing that, okay, now we will do visualization also. Fourth week, I add gratitude practice also or goal writing also. Now within 20 minutes, I combine all these activities, and in 6 weeks the person gets everything. Now they are excited also that, okay, next week we will start learning some new thing also. After 6 weeks, within 6 weeks, they start seeing the results happening. Now second thing is, if you meditate daily for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you will become so perfect, you will become so better than what you are, that you can start teaching, because there are 95% of the people who are struggling with the same thing that you are struggling right now, because they are not able to meditate daily. So you can start teaching the basic things, like you can start teaching workouts. After 30 days, 60 days, you will feel a very yourself in a very good body shape. Start teaching. Start teaching in your locality, in your community, your friends, your family members. So this will create a great vibe in your family, in your surroundings. And this way, you will be able to start moving ahead. Second thing is, if you are stuck in debt, what we say, right? So if you have some loan or something and you are feeling stuck, what to do? So what you do is 70% spend for your necessities, bills and everything. Save 20% for investment and pay 10% as the for paying back the loan. Slowly, within 1, 2, 3 years, 5 years, your all the loan would be gone, and then that 20% you are investing for those 5 years would accumulate into a lot. Keep investing. If you don't have any loan, I will suggest another money management rule where you will spend 50% in the necessities, 10% in education. Education means you can buy books, courses, newspapers, or you can join a mentorship or something. So, learning any new thing, a language, a musical instrument, it could be anything, but learning something new, so you are in a constant learning mode. 10% you will give in education, 10% you will definitely give in charity. At the end of month, 10% gone in the charity. 20% you will invest. Again, 20% rule for investment will remain same. And the remaining 10% that you will use for another one of the things. So this way you will distribute your money. Now what happens is, people don't even know that there is a certain rule like this. So what they do is, they are earning like 50,000, 70,000, 1 lakh. They spend everything. They are earning 1,50,000. They will spend everything. So their status keeps increasing with the salary, and they ultimately end up without any savings, without any investment. Now, if you follow this rule, another very good rule is minimalism. So live below your means. Live a simple life. So 10% that I missed was you will spend in what you love doing. So that is only 10% part. You want to go for movies, you want to go for any holiday, save that 10% every month, accumulate it over an year or wherever. So every single month, that 10% you should spend in something that you love. Go to some luxury restaurant or something. Anything you can do to uh, enjoy the riches also. You don't have to live like a very poor person, always accumulating. I know few people who earn a lot, but they don't spend anything. And when you will see their life, you will see what you are doing with that much money. He is a millionaire, but see him, he is like, he doesn't even enjoy his life. So you can be as simplistic as Sudha Murthy ji, wife of founder of
Narayan
Infosys.
Murthy. Yes,
Even Narayan Murthy ji is a very simple person. See
yes.
their lifestyle, how inspiring they are. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, you can see. So these people will always inspire you to live a simple life. Aziz Premji, founder of Wipro, study
Yeah.
about these people. Just type on Google. I have a course also on this, where in my courses I teach one of the things is just minimalism. That if
Mm,
you feel awkward when your peers are having very good cars and you are feeling, yeah, I am having a normal car only and now I need to buy a luxury car.
yeah.
So follow these people, have a cutout or a printout of any of these people you love in your car,
Mm,
and whenever someone tells you that,
mm,
hey, everyone is having a good car, why you are living in such a, why you are driving such a simple car, show out that. Let's see,
yeah.
I am inspired by this person. If I save
Mm,
money, I will donate it, I will do charity, I will do
mm,
use it for development of the society and people. So you don't have to be ashamed. You keep working towards your goal, to what car you
yeah.
want, but till the time you reach that, don't be ashamed of what you are right now.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
be shamelessly proud of who you are. Shamelessly proud. So even if you have
That's
to go to Taj on a cycle,
yeah.
go, don't worry.
That's very powerful. Be shamelessly proud of who you are. Very powerful, Siddharth. I would like to add here. Sorry to interrupt you.
Please,
I
please,
like to
please add.
add here is I have seen a lot of people who attach their identities to what kind of gadgets they are having. I have seen people, if a new iPhone is going to be released, they are excited for that, and they have only 1 year or 2 year old iPhone, and they want to give it away for the new one. And there are people
Actually,
who just want to buy flashy stuff, just to show off. Somehow they attach their identity to the things they own rather than thinking about the utility. Is it really useful to them? Are they going to use all the features in that? Let's take example of iPhone. If you're not using it for business purpose, if you're not making money out of it, why do you need a phone? iPhone 13 will get you same
same
good
feet.
quality
That's
pictures as iPhone
correct.
15, right? And you can use it for calling and WhatsApp or whatever you're doing, scrolling social media. You don't need another 1.5 lakh gadget for doing the same thing. Okay, if you want to do something extra, if you want to earn money out of it, then it's fine. That's a business investment. But for personal use, if you want to get everything that is new in the market, that's something um, which is not healthy in my view, and that's something where you're tying your identity to the things you're owning, and this makes a lot of people
Absolutely.
miserable because there will always be something more flashier than that. Someone else is owning
Absolutely.
a much bigger and more expensive car than what you're owning. And
Correct.
okay,
Correct.
when it comes to car, there may be some people who have passion for it and all, that's all fine, but you should be capable of owning that. You should be earning enough money to own something, right? Okay, Siddharth.
I will add a few examples
Yeah.
here. I have seen people who are having thousands of followers. They are showing off their stuff on internet, that I got a new phone, this one, and then they are all the flashy. They are getting lots of likes. At night, they are crying, calling me, saying that, my life is miserable, I am not happy, it's not getting fulfilled. So don't get into this trap of what the show off world. Live to your core. I know also people who buy all these fancy bikes, fancy phones. Their salary is 20,000, but they are buying phones of 50,000. They never come out of the cycle. They be in debt forever, and you will never see them happy and financially mature and having a good investment ever in their life. So learn from right people, right things. Invest in mentors. Don't invest in all these gadgets, because this is not investment. This is all liability. So I have seen all the parts of life. Don't follow this all this show off culture. Follow your heart. And once you have that money from your 10% savings account for the iPhone, from 10%, what I said is the luxury segment you will save, then buy an iPhone. Don't buy on EMIs and loans, because it would ruin your life.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? So
Yeah, that's what.
let me summarize what you said. The first thing is you have to keep your phone away and go in future and advise yourself as a future self, more wiser self of of yourself, and advise, and you will get great ideas. That is one thing you said. Second thing you said, you start working out. If you
Yes.
change the state of your body, everything else will change, and I can definitely watch for it, and that is how my transformation started. It started with my own fitness transformation. And third thing you said about meditation, right? You have to start meditating, going inward and giving that time to settle your mind and thoughts and work on it. And with that, you also said that don't do everything at once. Again,
Yes.
this becomes overwhelming. And when it comes to fitness also, I tell the same thing. Okay, if you start doing everything, if you want to have the best workout, if you want to have the best perfect diet, I can give you the words perfect diet and training plan, but is it something which suits you? Is it something which is sustainable?
Correct.
Will you be able to successful? Will you be able to do it successfully for uh, sustained period of time, right? And there are different ways to do it. You don't have to do everything what other person is doing. Like you said, don't do all the six things at once. Start with something and prove to yourself that you are capable of doing it. And confidence comes with action and practice. If you are able to take the same action again and again, that brings a lot of confidence to you, that motivates you to continue to do it. And you said that once, for 1 week you start something, and the next week you increase it. You start with 5 minutes workout, and next week you make it 10 minutes and add something else. That's a great way to
Correct.
change your life. That is how it happens, right? It doesn't happen overnight. And then lastly, you said you have to manage your money well. You have to um, distribute your money to different needs. If you're in debt, that is something which you have to focus on it, and um, set aside some money from whatever you're earning today to clear your debt. And if you don't have any debt, then you definitely have to invest in your education. You have to take out 10% of it and invest in books and trainings and mentorships, just to keep learning new things and becoming better. And then 10% for your luxury needs, like iPhone or a car or something, and 10% to things which you love doing, and 50% for your um, necessities,
Needs. Yes.
and something which are obligatory things. Um, Overall, great suggestion, Siddharth. Now, I think we have come to the time limit we had set for the call. There is a lot of stuff here, and I guess we can get together again for another episode to dig deeper into financial things. We didn't talk about that, right? And I think you also teach a lot of finance stuff, right? You teach
Yes.
people um, to have this millionaire mindset and all. So, uh, in the interest of people who want to come back again to listen to you, why not in a very short period of time, explain what is a millionaire money mindset, and from there we can end the episode and set a cliffhanger to bring you back for the next time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, what is a millionaire mindset? Right. So there is a poor mindset, or which can be said mediocre mindset, and there is a
Mm.
rich mindset or a wealthy mindset. There is only this mindset shift that will make you wealthy, or that could keep you poor. And even if you are a rich person, but if your values are not right, you are not using it in the right way, then you belong to the category of poor mindset only, because you are not doing any greater good of to humanity. You are serving your own selfless needs, and ultimately you are yourself not happy. Those people who have this poor mindset, they are themselves not happy internally. So that's why they need to show the power, they need to show the big car that we are this, they have big nameplates behind their car that we are this and this. They need that identity to prove, so their self-esteem is very low. Now if your self-esteem is very high, you can see Mahatma Gandhi ji, he wore just a dhoti and a dupatta, and see him, he is on the national, currency. Even if you pay millions of dollars, no one will put your photo on the national currency. So you can start from anything, but when if you have the millionaire mindset, that means having a rich mindset. Again, if you are earning very less, but you divide your money into the same six proportions I told you in this audio, so then dividing that money will help you start a millionaire mindset, because now you are fulfilling all your things, you know how to manage the money right. And the same thing will go to your kids also, and they will never become, you might have seen rich brats, what we call, that they are born with all the luxuries and they don't learn the right values. Parents give them the things, but they don't give them the right values, and that's why we hear them that later, at a very later stage, they are having a very bad life, ruined life. So values are more important. Now what does millionaire mindset means? You are having always good intention towards others. So if you are having just 100 rupees, start distributing that 100 rupees into those six categories. Next month, make it 200 rupees. Next month, 300, 400, or from 200, you can do 400, 400 to 800. Slowly increase that amount. Whatever you are investing, invest again in the increase 10% of your investment every year, or whatever increment you are getting in your job or business, increase that proportion of investment also. That way, your money will keep growing alongside you. Keep your needs low, and that's how you will be able to have a millionaire mindset. Now what millionaire mindset people are having, they always praise other people. Whenever they meet rich people also, they always praise them, they always find something good. And that's why they always bless those people, and they ultimately they start getting everything themselves. But if you are not having all the things, you belong to a middle class, and when you see someone in the luxury car and you say, damn, what, my luck is bad, these people are looting the country, you will never get anything that you curse. You can't become a rich person when you are cursing rich people. So bless rich people. Whenever you see people having the things you want, bless them. Say, wow, awesome. God bless you with even more money. God bless you with even more abundance and prosperity. This single thing, even if you are not having anything, this single things will start bringing prosperity in your life. So this is called rich mindset. So once you have this millionaire mindset, very soon you will be a millionaire. Being a millionaire doesn't mean you need to have billions of dollars in your bank account. Being a rich mindset and millionaire mindset means you live your life like a king. So if I am doing what I love, if I teach, I am doing this coaching as a mindset coach in Supersonic Success Academy. Someone comes and tells me, I will give you 100 crores, just give me Supersonic Success Academy. And I am sitting there relaxed. I say, no, thank you so much. I am really grateful, but like I am very happy with what I am doing. Thank you. Now tell me, who is a millionaire here? The person who is offering me the money, or I am the one who is rejecting? I don't need that much of money. I am already very happy with what I earn and what I'm doing, the impact I am having in the world. This is called millionaire mindset. Being super happy with what you are doing what you love, working towards how much money you need, and one day slowly becoming financially free. So this comes with a millionaire mindset. So this is how make someone smile, help someone today. Uh, these simple things don't hurt anyone by your words and actions, be it your parents, wife, colleagues, juniors, seniors. So if you are just following these things, I will say you are already super successful in your life. Money will automatically come, abundance will come if you are having a very rich heart and always blessings for others. You are already a super successful person. You are a millionaire. You have the millionaire mindset, and the money will show you in your account very soon. Don't worry. So that's what is millionaire mindset.
Awesome, awesome, Siddharth. So it's not only about having $1 million in your bank account, but also having a $1 million heart and a $1 million soul, which is of use to the world and creating impact. Okay, Siddharth, thank you so much. Um, Siddharth, let us know how people can reach you, how people can connect with you.
So there is my website, siddharthtaya.com, siddharthataya.com, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn again with Siddharth Taya name, or you
Yeah.
can reach out to me on Instagram by the name Supersonic Sid 10. So this is very
Okay.
easy to remember, Supersonic Sid and 10 digit in the last. So
Yeah.
DM me anytime. See, it's not always about I want money from you and then only I will give you any advice or I will help you out. See,
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about. If I can help you in any way, just reach out to me. Money and everything we will see later. If there is something that I can't help you with, taking your money, but I can help you directly with my advice. I can connect you with the
Mm,
right people if you are facing
mm,
certain issue. I
mm.
will happily do it. So I will be more than happy to help you out.
Yeah, great, Siddharth. We'll make sure to put all your links in the description so that people can reach out to you. Thank you so much for coming, Siddharth. So now, as it is a custom here in the show, I'll ask you to part away with one message if you want to give somebody in 30 seconds. What will that be?
I would say you are maybe the world forgot to tell you, but you are an extraordinary person. You are a wonderful person, and you have got a life to win. You deserve all the happiness in the world. So God bless you. Keep working on your goals and hug your family daily. Keep your colleagues close. Live each day as your last day. Greet even if your boss is the worst boss in the world. Tell them, "Hey, very good morning. How are you?" The world should go crazy seeing you. So live such a life. Thank you.
Excellent advice, Siddharth. So, Siddharth, thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope our listeners have got great value. And I highly recommend if you're someone who wants to work on your mindset and fulfill your fullest potential, then you should definitely get in touch with Siddharth. Even if you don't want his coaching, you still have to associate yourself with him. Um, on social media or however it is possible for you, please get in touch with Siddharth. And Siddharth, thank you so much again for coming. um, I'm eager to have you back again on the show.
Thank you so much, Adarsh Bhai, for having me here. It was such a pleasure being with this wonderful community. And if you are in Adarsh Bhai's community, you are in safe hands. Just do what he is saying. He is a awesome, awesome person, and he will help you with your fitness and mindset. Follow him blindly. Trust him. He will take you to a very beautiful journey. Thank you, Adarsh Bhai.
Thank you for the compliment, Siddharth. See you. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.